Salam, and welcome to this yoga stretch class. Today we will focus on stretching the hamstrings, the outer hips, and the inner thighs. This is a great quick class that you can do early in the morning when you wake up to stretch out your legs and feel good about starting the day, or you can do it in the evening after you've done your workout to stretch out the legs, or after you went out for running or cycling. Attach it to your favorite workout and you'll get a nice gentle stretch before bed. All you need for today is your yoga mat. So if you're ready, yalla. First, let's close our eyes. Let's set our intention for today. So place the hands over the knees. Close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Relax your back. Settle into your body. Bring your attention to your legs. See how they're feeling. Now bring your attention to your breath. Take this moment to set an intention. It can be as simple as feeling good about myself, or just wanting my legs to feel good, stretched out and relaxed. From here, come back, open your eyes, and let's begin. We'll start today on our back, so make your way down into the mat. And then bring the knees towards the chest. Hug the knees towards the chest, wrap your arms around them. Just give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back. Now from here, grab the knees and pull them away from each other. Then bring them back. So as if you're doing 2 circles with both knees. Bringing them away from each other and then back together. You don't need to go fast. Take it very slow. Just warming up the hips and the legs. Preparing them for a deeper stretch. Now switch the direction, pull them away from the top and then back in, outside, in. One last round, and then back to center. From here, let's bring the right foot down into the mat and keep the left leg next to the chest. From here, we're going to extend the left leg, flex the foot, relax the arms, and then point the toes. Simple movement, flex the foot, and then point the toes. And while we're here, let's warm up the ankle. Rotating the ankle in small circles, then switch the direction. Again, working the leg, now activating the hamstring and the thighs. Once you're done warming up the ankles, now from here, we're gonna bring the leg down while the foot is flexed, point the toes, then bring it up. We're doing it very slow, just warming up the leg. Flexing the foot, bringing the leg down, and then exhale, bring it up straight. You're gonna repeat this for a few times. Flex down, point up, flex down, point up. 4, 5, 5 more. Very slow. Moving the hip flexors here you'll notice the hamstrings and the calf muscles stretching and pulling up. Last two. Last one. Flex and point up. Now hold the leg here and then curl the hands up towards the calf muscle. You can hold here if this is too much for you. Just bring the hands behind the thigh. Interlace the fingers or hold the leg however you wish to. And then slowly drop the chest down. The point here is to keep the hips, keep the hamstrings stretched. So see where it feels enough for today. Can be whatever you're at, whatever you feel that's good. Keep the toes pointed. Now from here, to go into a deeper stretch, we're gonna extend the right leg and flex those foot and keep it flexed. So the left foot is pointed, the left toes are pointing up, and the right toes are flexed. We start noticing the hamstring stretching a little bit more, moving the leg closer towards the chest. Make sure the back and the chest are relaxed, and we're just feeling the stretch deep in the hamstring. Just a few more breaths here. Last breath. Now from here, we're going to release the arms and keep the leg as it is and use your own strength to keep the leg extended and keep the hamstrings stretched a little bit more. Then exhale, bend that knee and bring it close towards the chest. Give it a rock from side to side. Although they're small movements, they're quite intense. You can feel them deep in the leg. Now bend the right knee, bring the right foot down to the mat, and we're gonna place the left foot over the right thigh, opening the knee towards the side. Now from here, extend the arms to the side. We're gonna lift the right foot, bring it close to the chest, and then tap it down, up and down. You'll notice the stretch in the left hamstring going deep into the glute muscles. Just a few more times. Last two. And one. Lift the right foot up. Interlace the hands behind the right shin. And then drop the chest down, pulling the right knee towards the chest, keeping the left knee open to the side. Notice both hip bones are facing upwards. Both of them are aligned and square. Feeling that deep, deep, deep stretch in the left glutes. Stay here. Again, relaxing the upper body. Allowing the leg to stretch. Now drop the right foot down and release the left leg down. Now let's repeat this on the other side. We're going to lift up the right leg and extend it all the way up, leaving the left foot down into the mat. From here, we're going to start by pointing the foot and then flexing it. Pointing and flexing, preparing the muscles to what's coming next. Now from here, rotate the ankle in circles, warming up the foot a little bit more. Reverse the rotation, reverse the direction. Great. Now from here, we're gonna drop the foot down while flexed, point the toes and bring them up. Flex, drop the leg down, point and lift it up. Notice both hip bones are square. The sit bones are glued into the ground, and we're just moving the hip bone up and down. Flex down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. A few more times. Inhale up. Last two. Last one. Flex and point up. Now from here, you're going to send the arms up the leg. Whether you're holding behind the calves, you're extra flexible, you can bring the leg all the way down. That's great. If your hamstring's a little bit more tight, keep the hands behind the thigh and pull the leg towards the chest. Pull the leg towards you. Make sure to keep the knee straight and the toes pointed to feel that deep stretch in the hamstring. We're not lifting the glutes off the mat, we're keeping the glutes down into the mat. You can reach up the shoulders as you grab the leg, then exhale, bring the shoulders down, relax the chest, and stay with the breath. You'll feel resistance at the beginning. Maybe your leg will start shaking. Just breathe through it. From here, for a deeper stretch, we can extend the left leg all the way down, keeping the foot flexed. You'll notice a deeper stretch, the hamstrings. You can even feel it in your inner thighs. Notice with every exhale, your body relaxes a little bit more, allowing you to go deeper into the pose, releasing any resistance, any tightness in the legs. Last breath. Now from here, release the arms, keep the leg where it is and hold. Focusing now on your natural strength without any support. One last breath. Beautiful. Now bend the knee. Rock the leg from side to side. Now bend the left knee and bring the foot down. Let's place the right foot over the left thigh for a reclined pigeon pose, extending the arms to the side. And now from here, again, lifting the left foot and then dropping it down, tap. Lifting the left foot and dropping it down. Slowly warming up the glutes into the stretch before we go fully completely into this reclined pigeon stretch. Just preparing the muscles for a deeper stretch. Now lift the foot, keep the legs up, bring the hands and interlace them over the left leg. Or you can even interlace them behind the left thigh if that's easier for you. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can reach over the left shin, flex the right foot, drop your back down, feel the stretch in the right leg. Going deep from the glutes. Feel free to close your eyes. Just tune in with the sensations. Tune in with how your body's feeling. Beautiful. Now release the arms. Release the legs. Bring the legs towards the chest. Let's do a few rocks here to bring ourselves up. Come on up to seated. Then make your way to tabletop. Bringing the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the thighs. Just for a quick stretch, extend the left leg to the back, tuck the toes in, and shift the weight forward and back. Simple movement, feeling the stretch here all the way from the foot, up the calf, into the hamstring. It depends on how much weight you put on the leg while you're sending the weight to the back, then bringing it forward. How much you push down. It's like a pedal. The more you press into the heels, the deeper you go into that full leg stretch. All right, now bring that leg back, take it to the other side, extend the right leg, tuck the toes in. Simple movement, shifting the weight back and forth. You can lift the foot all the way up to the tip of the toes and then press all the way down. Bring the leg back in. Now from here, I want you to step the right foot between the hands. Then from here, we're just going to bring the hands over the right thighs. 90-degree bend in the right leg, the right knee. If your knee is sensitive, I'd advise you to place a blanket under it, or maybe double fold the mat. Just stay here for a breath. And then from here, we're gonna slide the toes forward and allow the hips to melt down. As you can see, both hip bones are going the same direction. Both hip bones are square. We're just allowing the hips to drop down. Going for a deep stretch here in the left quad muscles and the hip flexors here. Now from here, bring the hands down. And as you exhale, we're going to press into the right foot, extending the right knee, pushing the hips to the back. Both hip bones are still square, facing the same direction. Walk the hands to the back and lift the foot, come into the heel. Now going into a deep stretch with the right hamstring muscle. So we're switching between legs. Now let's bend the knee again, come forward, allowing that deep stretch. Bring the arms up. Stay here. Then bring the hands down and exhale to the back. Let's go a little bit faster. Inhale forward, keeping the hands on the mat. Deep stretch. And exhale, send the hips to the back. Make sure you don't compromise one side over the other. Actively pushing the left thigh forward to keep the hips square. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Extending to half split. Beautiful. Now place a foot down, the right foot down. From here, we're gonna bring the arms inside that foot. We're gonna slowly walk the arms, lift the back knee, roll it to the side, coming into a split from one side while the other leg is bent. If this is too difficult for you, you can keep the heel lifted until you get used to the movement, until you get used to this stretch. Keep the hands down to allow the leg to open up. Keep the left foot flexed. Now from here, we're gonna come back. So use your arms again. Bring the weight forward and roll to the side and come back to the front of the mat. Drop the back knee and then use the hands to support you and send the right knee to the back. Now let's take it to the other side. Step the left foot forward. between the hands. Bring the hands to the top of the left thigh, knee bent at 90 degrees. Just seeing how far you can go today. How tight are your hamstrings? How tight are your legs? Now from here, slide the toes forward and then allow the hips to drop down. Might be difficult at first, especially if you're doing this in the morning. But the more frequent you practice this, you'll notice the more flexible you become, the easier these movements become. Now bring the hands down, and again straightening the left knee, walking the hands to the back, and lifting the foot off, keeping the heel down. Half stretch, feeling a deep stretch here. Half split, feeling a deep stretch in the left hamstring and the left calf. Inhale, bring the foot down, come forward, hands up. Exhale, hands down, helping you send the hips back. Notice at a half split now, I'm pushing the right hip forward to keep both hips square, just so you can go better into the stretch rather than compromising the leg in any form. Inhale, foot down. Now keep the hands on the mat and just transition between the two poses. From a low lunge, exhale to a half split. Inhale, notice that we're doing them really slow to allow the stretch to happen. Exhale, being gentle with the muscles to avoid any shocks. Inhale, forward. Last time, exhale, straightening the leg. Hold here a little bit longer. Now bend the knee, come forward, bringing both arms inside the left foot this time, lifting the back knee off the mat, slowly rolling to the side, walking the hands to the front of the mat as you pivot the back foot to bring it into the heel, and finding your way slowly into this posture, where you're dropping the bent knees, foot down, extending the other leg to the sides. Another form of a half split. Targeting here the inner thighs, the hamstrings. Half malasana. One more breath. Now with the use of your hands, slowly bring the right foot down, then slowly start rolling and pivoting to come to the top of the mat. Bend the right knee down and send the left knee to the back. From here, let's open the knees away from each other, bring the big toes together, and sit back into the heels, into our child pose, extending the arms forward. Dropping the forehead down into the mat. Close your eyes. I'm gonna stay here just for a little bit. Now if you're ready, come up. Walk the hands to the back. And let's come seated into the mat. From here, let's extend the right leg forward and bend the left knee, bringing the left foot into the inner thigh, into the right inner thigh, straightening the back. From here, with an exhale, we're going to slowly start walking the hands forward, Feel free to stay here if that's enough for you today. Keep pressing the left hamstring down, back extended, and stay here if that's enough today. If you'd like to go deeper into the stretch, walk the hands forward. See if you can reach the toes. Wrap the hands around the foot, keeping the back straight. Feeling a deep stretch in the hamstring, in the calf of the right leg. With an exhale, you'll notice your chest slowly starts dropping down. Keep that foot flexed to keep the hamstring active. This is what we mean by an active stretch. Very actively stretching the muscles. You're noticing when it's releasing, how it's doing. If it's within your practice, you can bring the chest over the thigh and the nose to the shin. This can be your goal with your stretches, your flexibility goal, to bring the chest all the way down. And whatever you are today, that's great. It's always a work in progress. On your next inhale, slowly, if you were down, start lifting the chest up. Come all the way up to seated. Let's switch legs, extending the left foot forward, bending the right knee and placing that foot into the inner thigh, straightening the back. And when you're ready, we'll do the same. Start walking the hands forward, making sure both sit bones are relaxed, the chest is facing the thigh, the nose is looking towards the shin, and the eyes towards the toes. This alignment can help you target the stretch more properly. We tend sometimes to look towards the knee, and that's as far as we go. But the more you extend the gaze forward, and the more often you do this, of course, the easier it becomes. With every exhale, notice the body releasing resistance. Perhaps you'll notice one side is more flexible than the other. And maybe that's another goal that you can set for yourself, having two flexible sides. Now when you're ready, slowly start coming up. Bring both feet on the mat, hands behind the back. Let's release tension from the hip flexors, just dropping the knees from one side to the other. And windshield wipers. Simple movement, allowing the muscles to drop from side to side. Now from here, let's bring the back all the way down into the mat. Extending the legs, extending the arms. Our final pose, Shavasana. Your time to reap the benefits of this yoga stretch. Close your eyes. Allow the feet to drop, the legs to relax and feel heavy, grounded. Relax the back and the arms and the face. And simply bring your attention to your breath. Your inhale and exhale. Sending the breath down into the legs. Reconnecting with your intention. With your goal. Feel free to stay here as long as you need to. If you're ready to come out, slowly start moving your fingers, moving your toes, stretching the arms over the head and stretching the feet. Give yourself one last stretch, then bend the knees, roll over to the side. While you keep your eyes closed, slowly make your way up to seated. Straighten the back. Rest the hands over the legs. Open the chest. Bring your attention to mind. Whether it was to feel good or to achieve a better stretch or better posture or for your overall well-being, they're all great intentions to set and have. So keep doing that. Inhale, extend the arms up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart center. And thank yourself for giving the time for this practice. Thank you for joining me. Salam. Namaste.